Welcome to the online demonstration for Certifying Effort Certification Documents. The audience for this module is certifiers who will prepare their own effort certification documents, or ECDs, without the help of a preparer. This process will be used when you need to certify your own ECDs using the effort certification tool located in USC's Kuali financial system. There is a separate e-learning module developed for certifiers who work on ECDs that have been prepared for them. If you need to learn how to certify documents that have been prepared for you, please see the module Certifying an ECD for Certifiers with Preparers. By the end of this online demonstration, you will be able to identify the new effort certification dashboard's functionality, certify and finalize an effort certification document via the dashboard, submit it for approval, and access additional ECD-related online resources. We'll start by reviewing how you will launch the effort certification process. You may begin the effort certification process after you have been notified via email by USC's Office of Financial Analysis, or OFA, regarding the certification period. The email you receive from OFA will contain a link that will take you to a login page for access to the Kuali financial system. This is similar to the former eCert system notification email that linked to the SARA system. Please note that you will also receive a Kuali financial system generated action list notification email. This notification email will contain a link directly to the specific effort certification document that you will need to certify. If you are not already logged into the Kuali financial system, the email link will take you to the Kuali portal's login screen. From here, you will log in using your USC NetID username and password. Once you've logged in, Kuali should open to the Financial Main Menu tab with screens configured specifically for your assigned roles and permissions. As you can see, there are quite a few items to choose from. We're looking for the Effort Certification Dashboard link, which is found under the Reports beneath the Effort Certification heading on the far right of your screen. This will take you to the Effort Certification Dashboard. Now, we should mention here that the Effort Certification tool may not look identical to what you see during this tutorial. For instance, a button or link may be labeled differently, or a column name may have minor changes by the time you are working in the tool. Any changes will be on a very small scale and easy to figure out, and you can be assured that the basic processes we cover here will remain the same or be very similar. If you have any questions, please contact the Office of Financial Analysis for more information. Let's review the main features on the dashboard. The dashboard's layout for certifiers is much the same as it is for other effort certification roles, such as reviewer or preparer. However, different information and links will be displayed based on which role you're logged in with, and that will be indicated in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. If you have been assigned an additional effort certification role, the other role name will be listed to the right of the Switch Role text. Clicking on the additional role will change the dashboard view and some of the available functions. Moving to the far right, you'll see the EC Dashboard link, which you can click on from any screen to return to this dashboard page at any time. You will also find links that direct you to the Total Access for Research Administration system, also known as TARA, the KFS main menu page, and a help link that will take you to the Office of Financial Analysis's website. On the left side of the screen, below your name, you will see the certification period or periods you're currently viewing, along with a link to view effort certification documents for past periods. Beneath this information are links to additional functions and reports, and additional e-learning modules for these functions can be found on the Office of Financial Analysis's website. Of note here is the My Team function. Clicking here will show you a list of your associated preparers and reviewers. To return to the dashboard, just click on the EC Dashboard link. The document status information located in the top center of the screen contains several links allowing you to access ECDs at different states. This breakout is also graphically presented in the pie chart below the document status, indexed by percentages. These will update automatically as documents are prepared or finalized. Certifiers with preparers will click on the Prepared link to begin working on their ECDs, and certifiers without preparers should access their documents from the Not Started link. Below the document status information, you will find the Other Certifications on Your Awards link, where you can see the effort certification documents associated with your award that are assigned to other certifiers at the university. Remember, you can return to the dashboard by clicking on the EC Dashboard link. This wraps up the introductory content for this module. In the next section, we'll begin the certification process for an ECD that requires no modifications made to it. In the previous chapter, you had an overview of the Effort Certification Tools dashboard and its functionality. We're now going to begin working on an ECD which requires no modifications. To begin this process, you will click on the link for ECDs Not Started. On the subsequent screen, you can access the effort certification documents that you need to certify in a couple of ways. One way is to enter your 7-digit ID number in the search box above the school or center's name, and then click on the search button to the right. Please note that the system's functionality for search options is currently being programmed, and this process may be enhanced in the future. The effort certification documents that you need to work on will be displayed under your name. Another way to access the ECDs is to just click on the school or center's name from the previous screen and drill down to the ECD that you need to work on. Continue to drill down by clicking on one of the items listed under Departments. Click on the certifier's name. We're going to scroll down a little bit in order to center the ECDs on your screen. From here, there are two ways you can proceed. You can certify in single ECD or multi-ECD mode, and there are notes over here on the right-hand side of your screen to help you with this process. To certify in multi-ECD mode, just click on the select boxes for the appropriate ECDs. Each will open up so you can review the details, make any changes if necessary, and approve it. There is a good deal of information to view in each ECD, so you will have to scroll down to access the subsequent ECDs on the page. The other way to work is in single ECD mode. To do this, just click on the ECD number instead of the select box. The effort you should certify is the effort charged to the grant, and that amount will be shown in the subtotal level for sponsored support. In the lower left corner, you will see the financial information based on the ECD, the faculty institutionalized base salary, the staff annual based salary, and the research assistant's monthly salary. Now, when you were certifying for a research assistant in the legacy system, you would certify up to the percentage of their full-time equivalent. However, in this new effort certification system, you will be certifying up to 100%. You can see a breakdown of the salary by clicking on the View Period Salary Detail button, which will display the salary associated with the certification period. If you do not need to make any modifications or changes, you can go right ahead and approve your effort certification document by clicking on the Approve button at the bottom of your screen. As a certifier, you must also confirm that the effort shown on the report reflects the actual work performed and that you are in a position to verify that the work was performed. Click Submit after you have checked the Confirm box, and if everything was entered correctly, you'll see the message, Document was successfully approved on the left side of your screen under the ECD number. Now, when we return to the dashboard, you'll see that the list and pie chart have been updated to show the status of your ECDs. And that's all there is to certifying an ECD with no modifications. The next chapter will focus on a quick overview of the process for certifying an ECD that does require some modifications. In the previous chapter, we guided you through the process of certifying an ECD that required no modification. This chapter will center on the process for working on an ECD that does need some new account information to be entered and some adjustments made to the salary allocation. We'll begin from the Effort Certification dashboard, and again, we'll click on the ECD's Not Started link. For this example, instead of drilling down by the school, we'll enter the Certifier's 7-digit ID number and click Search to get at the ECDs. Remember, you can work on a single ECD or on several ECDs at once, and there are notes on the right-hand side of the screen to help you with this process. We are going to work on a single ECD, so we will first click on the ECD number. If it's not automatically selected, click on the Select box to open the ECD for editing. You will use the Add New Detail line to include the additional account number and object code. But you can use the lookup function to get this information if you don't know it offhand. To learn more about how to use the lookup function, please see the Koali Basics Training and Reference Guide on the Koali at USC webpage. Next, you'll supply the new percent of effort information for the new account and click the Add button. This will move the new account you just added into the support line groupings below. Notice that with the new account you just added, the grand total of the percentages adds up to more than 100%. Since we added the new account with an additional 10%, you must now reduce the percent effort from the account with the same object code by 10% so that the percent effort totals to 100. To do this, we'll reduce the percent effort from account 1 from 86% to 76%. If you make any modifications, you may attach a note to the document for the Office of Financial Analysis to explain why the changes were made. To attach a note, click on the Note Attachment button located on the right-hand side of your screen. If you are attaching a file, you must enter the file name or a brief comment in the text box. This is a required field. Attachments have a 40 megabyte file size limit and can be in any of the more common file types. To save the notes you entered and attach the file that you have selected, click the Add button located on the right of the Attached File field. When you are done with the notes and attachments, click Close. You are now ready to approve the document. As a certifier, you must also confirm that the effort shown on the report reflects the actual work performed and that you are in a position to verify that the work was performed. Click Submit after you have checked the Confirm box, and if everything was entered correctly, you'll see the message Document was successfully approved on the left side of the screen under the ECD number. You'll also notice that the subtotals and grand totals for the percent effort have now been justified to total 100%. The ECD will now move into Final Status, and the document status information and graph will be updated to reflect this change. Please keep in mind that a Koali Financial Systems Payroll Expense Transfer, or PET, EDOC will be triggered if an effort certification document is approved by a certifier containing any modifications to the percent of effort greater than or equal to 1%. A PET EDOC will also be triggered upon approval by a certifier if any modifications are made to the accounts charged or if any new detail lines are added. The preparer, or certifier if there is no preparer, must then take action on the PET EDOC. Let's briefly explore this process. When you approve the ECD, the document's status is changed from prepared to final. At this point, a PET EDOC will be automatically initiated and pre-populated reflecting the modifications made to the ECD during its preparation. You will receive notification that a PET EDOC has been routed to your Koali Financial Services action list and that it requires your attention. The PET EDOC can be accessed from the Koali Main Financials menu. After you verify that the information on the PET document is accurate, you must then complete the required Sponsored Project Accounting Information section of the document, make any modifications if needed, and then electronically submit the PET e-doc. For questions concerning the business rules or policies and procedures regarding effort certification at USC, contact the Office of Financial Analysis at the phone number or web address shown on your screen. You can also access additional e-learning videos and other training materials from this page. You can also visit the Kuali at USC website and click on the User Guide and Training link to access the Kuali Basics Training and Reference Guide for information on other Kuali-related functions. For questions regarding payroll expense transfers, contact USC's payroll office at the number shown on your screen. You can also contact the Office of Sponsored Project Accounting for more assistance. For all other questions, including login assistance, please contact Kuali Customer Support. You've just learned the steps a certifier without a preparer will take to complete an effort certification document. Now that you have finished this e-learning tutorial, you are able to identify the new effort certification dashboard's functionality, certify and finalize an effort certification document via the dashboard, submit it for approval, and access additional ECD-related online resources.